My name is Alan. I am a father and a husband. My life is simple, and it is very good. I have a wife, Jessica, and I have a daughter, Katie. They are my whole world. Jessica is my best friend. We laugh together. We talk about everything. I trust her completely. She is a wonderful wife and a great mother. I feel very lucky. Katie is 5 years old. She has bright eyes and a smile that can melt your heart. She is my little girl. I am her dad. I love her more than words can say. Being her father is my most important job. Every morning I make her breakfast. I make pancakes shaped like stars and moons. It is our little game. She laughs every time. After breakfast, I walk her to school. I hold her small hand in my big hand. It is the best feeling in the world. My daughter is my everything. Nothing else matters to me more than her happiness. I am her father. But a doctor was about to tell me a terrible secret. One Monday afternoon, we were at the park. Katie was riding her new bicycle. She was so happy and free. She loved her bike. Jessica and I watched her. We were proud. Suddenly she fell. It was a bad fall. She hit her head on the hard ground. We ran to her. She was crying. There was blood. We were so scared. We took her to the hospital immediately. The hospital was a place of white walls and worried faces. We sat in the waiting room. Jessica was crying. I held her hand. I tried to be strong for her, for Katie. I kept telling myself everything would be okay. After a long time, a doctor came to us. He said, "Katie will be okay. She has a small injury on her head, but she lost some blood. We need to give her some blood." I felt a big relief. She was okay. That was the most important thing. I stood up straight. I said to the doctor, "I am her father. Take my blood. My blood type is a—" The doctor nodded. He said, "Okay, Mr. Allen, we will do a quick test first." So they took my blood, and they took Jessica's blood. We waited again. This wait felt different. It was not just worry. It was a strange, quiet tension. The doctor came back into the room. He closed the door. He looked at his papers. Then he looked at us. His face was not calm anymore. It was confused. He looked at me. He said, "Mr. Allen, there is a problem. We made a mistake, or something is wrong." I said, "What is it? Is Katie okay?" He said, "Yes, she is fine. The problem is with the blood types. Your blood is type A. Your wife's blood is type B. This is not possible." I did not understand. I said, "What is not possible?" The doctor took a deep breath. He said, "Katie's blood is type O, a father with type A blood and a mother with type B. Blood cannot have a child with type O blood. It is biologically impossible." The words did not make sense. Impossible? I looked at Jessica. I was waiting for her to laugh. I wanted her to say, "These doctors are silly." But she was not laughing. Her face was completely white. Tears were running down her face. She was looking at me with so much pain and fear in her eyes. And in that moment, I understood. The doctor's words were true. The hospital did not make a mistake. My whole life was a mistake. It felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. The doctor saw the look on our faces. He said quietly, "I will give you two some privacy." He left the room and closed the door. The room was silent. I could only hear Jessica's quiet crying. I looked at her. I whispered, "Jessica, what does this mean?" She could not look at me. She looked at the floor. She said, "I am so sorry, Alan. I am so sorry." Her words were a confession. My heart broke. I felt a pain so deep it was hard to breathe. I asked the question, but I already knew the answer. "Is she my daughter?" I asked. Jessica shook her head. She cried harder. She said, "No, but you are her father, Alan." Those words cut deeper than any knife. You are her real father. She told me the story. Before me, she loved another man. His name was Jason. It was a difficult relationship. They broke up. Soon after she met me, she was pregnant, but she was scared. She did not tell me. She never told Jason. She said, "I fell in love with you, Alan. You were so kind and good. I was a coward. I was so afraid to lose you, so I kept the secret. A 6-year-old secret. Our daughter was a secret. My love for her was real. My heart was breaking, but I could not stop loving Katie. But the foundation of our family was a lie. The hospital found Jason. He was the biological father. He came to the hospital. He was a tall man with angry eyes. He looked at me like I was a stranger, like I was nothing. He wanted his daughter. He said the word "my" with so much force. He got a lawyer. He started a court case. He wanted to take Katie from me. The next few months were a nightmare. Every day felt like walking through a storm. I was afraid to sleep. I was afraid to wake up. I was so scared to lose my little girl. Jessica was a ghost in our house. She was full of guilt and sadness. A part of me hated her for her lie. But another part saw the mother of my child, the woman I still loved under all the pain. The day of court came. I was so nervous. Jason's lawyer talked about biology. He talked about blood and DNA. He said I had no rights. Then it was my turn to speak. I stood up. I did not look at Jason. I looked at the judge. My voice was shaking, but I spoke from my heart. I said biology does not make a father. I did not give Katie her blood, but I gave her my life. I told the judge everything. I said I was there when she took her first step. I held her hand. I said I was there for her first day of school. I make her star-shaped pancakes. I read her a story every single night. I kiss her good night. I am the one who tells her everything will be okay when she is scared. Tears were in my eyes. I said she is my daughter, and I am her father. Love makes a father, not blood. The courtroom was silent. My words were all I had, but they were the truth. The judge looked at me for a long time. Then he made his decision. He said that Katie would stay with me, with her family. I won. I held my daughter's future in my hands. I felt a huge wave of relief. We walked out of the courthouse. Jessica was waiting. She looked at me, her eyes full of fear and hope. She did not know what I would do now. I looked at her. The lie was still between us. The pain was still there, but Katie needed us. She needed her mother and her father. Our family was broken, but maybe we could fix it. I walked to her. I took her hand. I said, "Let's go home, Jessica. Let's go home together." In that moment, I chose love over anger. We had a long road ahead of us, but we would walk it as a family. Subscribe and make English learning fun and easy with every story.